She's right there.
Teresa, can we get the box? Oh,
No, I don't have a K2 now.
okay. I can use my apron.
You can turn the mics on though, you know that,
The
right?
green button.
Yeah. You want me to turn them on?
Yeah.
Let's, now we'll call meeting to order. We want to start with the pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here. Christie? Here. Nick?
Here.
Esther?
Doug Beecham filling in for Rebecca.
Thank you, Esther. And then,
Yep.
what is a copy of our last minutes to review?
I'm sorry.
Do we have a copy of our last minutes to review?
We got them at the last meeting, the last two meetings actually, that we have not held because of lack of quorum. I am happy to review the last meeting minutes from June, if you'd like me to.
Sure, maybe just a
Call to order happened at 5 o'clock. Attendees included everyone except for Mayor Milo, Becky McQuaig, Jen Mount, and Orlando Dunlap. Minutes were approved as read. There were no new claims that were recorded for Jen Mount. There were no visitors, no new business, old business. We reviewed civility counts, which passed at the city council meeting without any changes. There was some discussion as to what this meant. And it was conceded with the board to try to use that as part of the campaign to highlight accessibility within the city. We talked about utilization of HRC funds to engage our schools in civility counts as a campaign. Our training subcommittee reached out to look at funding opportunities to engage in housing training. We looked at webpage development, however, that was part of city responsibilities, and they were in the process of shifting their web server at that time. There was a request to amend the HRC ordinance at that time, the one that recently got updated. And it was passed by the council. There was no other business. Esther was headed to attend HRC training at Evansville and was to come back and share information and adjourn at 6:42.
Are there any visitors that would like to be here today? Mr. Bowman?
Well, my name's Christopher Adams Rockmore, and I live at 1607 J Street, Fort Indiana. The last time I was here, you guys didn't have enough people to hold the quorum. You told me to come back next month. Then that was canceled because you guys didn't have enough people to hold the quorum, and that's why we're here today. I'm under the impression, because you guys told me that you couldn't even take any information from me, you're very insistent on coming back on an arguable date this man provided. However, I'm being told by Blair Milo and the city attorney that my issues have been resolved, my complaint has been taken, and everything has been process. And I would be swayed to not believe this because you guys don't have any information provided from me on how you could have taken my complaint in between the last time that I was here in the city council meeting, where I've been so adamantly assured that everything's been handled properly. However, there's no paper record of any of this. I've submitted various public access record requests and attempted to attend various public meetings that are open to the public. I've had my open door rights violated. I have had various instances where I believe that I've been discriminated against due to my diagnosis of autism as well as post-traumatic stress disorder. I attempted to locate this commission and I came here to file a complaint because my public access records requests were denied by Julie Smith, who's the Assistant Chief of Police of the Laporte City Police Department. She told me, and I quote, "We don't deal with that." I'm aware of what the laws are that are being violated. I would like to be taken seriously. A lot of things that have happened to me were because of mistaken notions. I was treated basically as if I was a paranoid schizophrenic for some time because simply, really nobody asked me. I was very forthcoming with Rebecca McQuaid, who I would like to say she should have been here today because she knew that I was coming here today to talk about this. This gentleman, I'm assuming, is not going to be really able to speak for Miss McQuaid, like if I quote her, because I really have to explain a lot of this. I quote her quite a bit, but my rights are being violated, and this is the commission that is supposed to handle them. I attempted before to speak with you guys, and you didn't have quorum, and numerous things went wrong, like your civility counts campaign. Like, this man is standing right in front of that sign on my video from last time, telling me that he doesn't give a rat's ass about my problem. And I presume it has something to do with his previous law enforcement background. That's training. Training can fix that. Like, everything that has went wrong with my complaint process, training could fix. Simple conversations, human dialogue. Like, I'm very intelligent, and I could offer some very useful feedback. And being that I'm the only person that's interacted with this commission, I'm astounded at where the confidence comes from. Like, do you guys realize that, like, some of you were not here last time? I believe 3 of you were not. You were not. They both were, and she was. It's called the police on me. Somebody called the police on me, but nobody actually asked me to leave. I have video footage of this. She attempted to claim that I was told to leave, and I refused. And then when I tried to clarify it, it just gets all mumbled, and like there's a lot of defensiveness that I believe if we could get past all that, like as a citizen, like I'm well aware that I could file a civil suit and win because it is not the political atmosphere for this kind of stuff to be happening right now. People with disabilities and police misconduct are getting a whole lot of negative attention. I don't want to sue my neighbors. I don't want to sue my community, but I'm basically being told that some sort of voluntary process is not possible. Like, I have to get an attorney and file federal paperwork to force compliance with civil rights. And that's insane to me. Like, I don't want to sue my neighbors. I don't want to sue the city of Laporte. I would just like to offer my personal experience, and maybe some things can change. Like, I'm able to articulate myself, even though I'm autistic, and voice my concerns, and they're not being taken seriously. So I assume that somebody that's more severely disabled than I am is getting absolutely nowhere. I imagine I've been treated like this, and I'm protesting to like, I imagine somebody else is dealing with worse. I mean, I've been attempting to have this resolved for over a year. This has been one of the most stressful situations of my life. And it's because the buck keeps getting passed along. This is not the time or the place. This is not the time or the place. This is not the time or the place. And I feel like a lot of what I'm being told is defensive measures to prevent me from filing a lawsuit. Everybody's just shirking accountability. It's nobody's fault. Nobody wants to admit that anything was done wrong, but I'm more concerned with actually having the mistakes fixed. Like, I'm right. I know I'm right. I know things were done wrong. I'm obviously not going to stop talking about it if I wanted money, which I don't understand. So if you think I'm trying to sue, I'm not. I don't even understand fiat currency. It's worthless green cotton. But I want results, because there are people just like me that are affected by this, whether they're coming in here and talking about it or not. Like my interactions with my public servants should not be consistently negative. They should not be consistently backed up with blind faith by other public servants. Like, I've been very much so disrespected and treated unprofessionally. And I'm to the understanding that it's supposed to be okay because I'm not a neurotypical person or something. Like, I'm disabled or I'm different, so that somehow makes it okay. And I'm to the understanding that that doesn't make it okay. And when you think that you can treat people that are differently, a different way than what you're supposed to, I'm pretty sure it's a big deal. And I don't understand how it got this far. Like, I don't understand how a citizen can bring you a problem to your attention. Like, I'm Police Merit Commission, I offered free training. Like, I've asked to be on this board. Like, I believe you're a teacher. Am I correct? Something. What is your? Can I ask that real quick? What your guys like? I'm assuming everybody brings some sort of like superpower to this board to be able to protect human rights. Like, I believe there's a social worker, a pastor. From what I understand, there is supposed to be a teacher on this board. Like, does anybody interact with disabled people? Like, anybody interact with autistic people?
I don't. I did it for 13 years.
I wish you had seen the rest of this so I could ask you, like, is this, like, should I just give up? Like, is it going to consistently be that all responsibility is denied? I'm going to be treated like what I'm saying is somehow like a threat to someone, and repetitively have to interact with the police who make me nervous. Like, I've asked for one-on-one conversations. This makes me nervous, having to be in a big room with a bunch of bright lights and a whole bunch of people. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Well, look, if you have a civil rights complaint that you want assisted with to be filed in writing, then you can contact Jen Marshall, and she'll set a personal appointment with you.
no, she won't. I've asked. Would you like to do
I'm
it?
telling you right now, she will.
Oh, well, she's telling me she won't. That's what I mean.
I have
It's
memos.
not being an
saying
attorney, it's
she's
being a human being.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I don't want to argue with you. I don't even know why you're here.
Then I'm
You
telling
can't
you,
talk about
this,
this.
I'm telling you right now, if you
Real
want
knowledge about it.
assistance in filing a complaint, the commission will make accommodations, and Jen Marshall will meet with you personally to assist you in drafting the complaint. And you don't have to stand up there.
I don't need assistance in filing a complaint. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm a genius. I'm also a Kiersey temperament mastermind. I'm very intelligent. I can file all the
But
paperwork.
wait a minute,
all
I'm
by myself.
confused, because you
I
just
would
told
like-
us you needed an accommodation.
No.
Do you need an accommodation
That's not what
or
I
not?
said.
That's
That's
my
not what I
question
said.
to you. Do you need an accommodation?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's not what I said. So
I'm
can you
asking
establish that?
you
I
the
didn't
question.
ask that.
Are you
You're
asking
me the
for
question,
an
so can you
accommodation?
word it like that?
Are you asking for an accommodation?
Not at this point, no.
Okay,
It's not what
do
I'm
you
talking about.
have a civil rights complaint?
Yes, I have several. However,
Okay, I do have an informational packet that would assist you in filing one. Do you want that?
I've already filed a complaint. I've already attempted to file another complaint. I've been arrested for that. Like, this process that you're telling me about seems to be working out only for you attorney types and not for me. That paper process that you're talking about, nobody talks to me about that. Like, I come here and talk about it in front of the public, and you seem very forthcoming with trying to help me, but I filled out a couple pieces of paper, I've given a verbal statement, I've talked to all kinds of people, nothing's gotten done. Like, I'm way past that process that you're talking about.
And I'm trying to help you, okay?
I don't believe you're trying to help me. You represent the police
Believe
Affairs
what?
Commission. You represent the police who my complaint's against. That's how we got into the situation to begin with, because Rebecca McQuaid represents the police department.
I think maybe you're getting your multiple complaints confused. What I mean by that is, and we had this part of this discussion at the Merit Commission. You complain about a response on your public access request. Okay? This is not the forum for that. This commission has no authority there whatsoever. I do have, though, an appeal.
I believe you do have authority.
Let me finish my sentence. I have the appeal forms to the Public Access Counselor if you want them. That's the proper place to go. Okay?
What does this commission do? If I have to go to Indianapolis with everything, what do you guys exactly do?
Assist you in filing complaints if you have a complaint.
By arresting me,
And
and
we have
putting me in solitary
information
confinement,
and
and having me
educational
psychologically evaluated. That's what happened to me. Whatever you're talking about, the process is, didn't happen to me. That's what I'm here about. Is I believe the Human Rights Commission is committing civil rights violations itself. Like,
If you have a civil rights complaint, the commission will assist you. I'm asking if you have a complaint. If so,
right, well, listen to what I'm telling you. I don't believe you will assist me because it's gotten to that point.
then why
that
are
I've
you
lost
standing there
faith.
talking?
Because
What is your point?
I want to be on this commission.
Well, you're not.
Well, how does that happen?
Apply when the appointments come up.
Okay, when does that happen? Who do I talk to about changing that ordinance? City council?
Yeah.
Okay. I tried to do that.
You gotta
They
keep
told me
in
to come
mind,
here and talk to
this,
you guys.
this commission only has the authority that's given under the ordinance with the
And
council.
who gives you your authority?
The city council and the vesting
Are
statute.
they aware of that?
Let me finish. The vesting statute passed by the state of Indiana.
Okay.
They have no more authority than that. They can't do anything else.
How do I obtain some sort of change in what your guys' process is? Because what you're telling me is the process that's on paper. However, I'm the only person that's ever dealt with the Human Rights Commission. And I have a real, reality experience that I can describe to you. I understand on the drawing board, everything looked great, but it didn't happen like that.
Well, there are two
Like,
sources.
you're 0 for 1. There's only one interaction with a person who had a civil rights complaint that you guys have had, and it tanked, it bombed. Like, my experience is horrible with you guys. Like, I'm sorry that I don't have any faith, but Rebecca McQuaid is
Can I
an
answer your
advisor to
question?
this committee. My complaint
Can I
involves
answer?
her.
You asked me a question. Can I answer?
Sure.
There are two areas. One, state legislature passed the law, the Civil Rights Commission, okay? And two, to an extent, the city council. They don't have a lot of discretion, but some. But if you don't like how a law is written, you can contact your state legislatures and ask that it be modified. Power can be given and taken away by this commission, but only through, this commission exists through statutory authority. So they have to work within the framework of that one law that was passed in several chapters, okay? That's where you affect the change. These folks don't have the authority to affect the type of change that you're asking for. And I think that's where perhaps some of your frustrations.
What are they here to do? Protect my civil rights? That's what
Well,
I'm
they're here to do a few things. One is to
Protect my
assist.
civil rights. What else?
You gonna let me
I
talk?
don't care what all of them are.
You don't care what I have to say. Let me answer your
Like, why do you
question.
want to talk about a bunch of stuff that
Let
doesn't
me
apply to
answer
you?
you. You asked me
Okay,
what
go
they're
ahead.
here to do.
Go ahead.
Okay? What they're here to do is to assist complainants with civil rights complaints. Okay?
So,
That are filed with the state.
all right, now
Okay.
how did that not happen for me? How come when I tried to do that, it didn't happen like that? How come I wasn't
I just
assisted?
offered you the packet. We offered you a private session with an employee from the city of Laporte if you wish for an accommodation.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else the commission can do.
I would like to tell you that I did a private session with an employee from the city before. They made me sign a confidentiality agreement, and then nothing ever happened. Nothing.
But
Nothing
this
ever
is,
happened.
again, this is where I think you're getting confused because you have multiple complaints.
No.
That concerned your complaints against officers with the city police department, which is not the same
I don't
thing.
have multiple complaints.
Which is not the same thing
I don't even have.
as a civil rights complaint.
I don't have multiple complaints.
Okay.
I don't have multiple complaints.
Right now, there's no complaint pending before this commission from you.
Okay, I don't have multiple complaints. So I'm not confused. You're confused. I have one complaint that was filed.
About what? How the officers treated you in the arrest, right?
No, I actually don't believe that's how it worked out. I believe that there was 2 incidents that got put together, and it just so conveniently worked out that one of them was never sent to where it was supposed to go or talked about. The civil rights complaint somehow got buried into a police report and sent to the prosecutor's office.
Well,
So,
if it did,
let me ask my question. Now, would you as an attorney, you're filling in for Rebecca McQuaid, right? So if I give you my civil rights complaint, would you send that to the LaPorte County
I
Prosecutor's
can't
Office?
speak, I don't know what did or did not happen.
You're an attorney, I'm asking you. Like,
I just answered.
Would you do it?
Here's your answer. If you wish to file a complaint, here's how you do it. If you want help, we'll get you
where do you
help.
send that to?
What else on earth?
Where do you send that to?
Well, if you want help, assistance with the commission, then file a written complaint to the commission. If you want to file it directly to the state, you can feel free to do so. But this commission has no investigatory authority, okay?
So, do you ever send civil rights complaints to the LaPorte County Prosecutor's Office?
No.
Well, that's what happened to my complaint.
Well, let's do it right then. Refile.
Yes.
Instead of
Let me-
complaining about it, let's refile and do it right.
Let me clarify some things. My secondary attempt to file a complaint was because in between filing my complaint and my arrest, February 5th, I was told by Chief Adam Klimsak to go to the prosecutor's office to get whatever paperwork. The police department had done their job and it had moved along to the next step in the process. I go to the prosecutor's office, they tell me they haven't received any paperwork. When I insist that I would like to wait in the lobby, and the chairs that are out there, I'm assuming 4 people to wait in for the prosecutor, the police were called on me because I refused to leave, which now I'm not wait. This happened twice. All right. All this ended in September. February 5th, I filed a public access records request in City Hall with a net on video. Then I attempted after that to file a public access records request with the police department. They refused. That was Friday, February 5th. I go back Tuesday, February 9th, and attempt again to file a public access records request.
I know all this. But here's the problem.
They don't know it. Can I tell my story? That's what I'm saying. Is,
Not really,
I don't want
because
to
the
talk to
point
you because I believe this is counterproductive.
it is.
It's very counterproductive.
Because you're talking about a public access request that has nothing to do with this commission. Nothing. You're talking about criminal charges that have nothing to do with this
Right,
commission.
you pick the first
No.
thing that's not relevant to this and try to end the conversation, but I'm going to get to why it's relevant if you let me finish. That's what I'm saying, is I don't want to talk to you.
Do you want to file a
You're trying to
complaint?
silence me.
This commission is not here to sit and listen to random thoughts from the public.
But what are they here for? Because civility counts and you're here as a human rights commission. It's very misleading that you guys are not here.
Do
for
you
people
wish to
come in and
file a
talk about
civil
the
rights
state.
complaint or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. I very
Would you
much
like
so.
the packet that is
What is
sent
your
to you?
name?
Or would you like
What is
personal
your
assistance?
name?
My name is Doug Peach.
All right, I definitely want to file a complaint on you.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
It's fine, nothing.
Okay,
It's called the
so
bar.
would you like the packet that assists you in filing with the state, or do you
Yes.
wish for an accommodation?
Yes, but I don't want
Just
an
set a personal
attorney, and I don't
appointment.
want anybody that wants to
To
work
set
in
a
the police
personal
department.
appointment with the representative from the city of LaPorte.
Yes, I would like some sort of stipulations though, because I've been doing this for a year, and if you guys just send me any old representative for the
So
city.
you have a
of LaPorte-
choice of one or the other.
Right.
Which would you like?
I would like somebody who has some sort of knowledge about what I'm talking about when I say autism, Asperger's, social cues.
Okay.
Advocate on my behalf.
Do you want to meet with Jen Marshall?
No, absolutely not. I want to file part of my complaint on Jen Marshall, so. She is very much so aware of what's been happening, has done nothing. So,
That needs to go to the state. It needs to
You're going to have to go to the state. If you're unhappy with what the city's done, you have to file a state complaint. That's the next level up.
all right, that's what I came here to find out. Is can you guys be trusted to do things the right way on your own, or do I have to have somebody else come in?
Do you want the packet that the commission's prepared to assist you in filing a petition?
Sure. I don't think you can assist me, but
Thank you.
thank you. I'll be proud of you.
Let's move on to new business. One of our first orders of new business is putting in the new leadership roles, which would be for chair, vice chair, and secretary. I believe we discussed this a little bit in the email that was sent out. Is anybody interested in either or any of those three positions?
I am happy to give up the secretary role, my friend. Or we can nominate someone who didn't make it. I'm okay with that.
Historically, I've been, well, over the past year, I've been the vice chair. I'm willing to step up into the chair position if no one else really wants that position.
Then I would like to nominate Esther to take over the chair position of the Human Resource Council for the next, as it comes, is it the cyclical year? It's not calendar year, right? What is it?
Fiscal year.
Fiscal year?
Second.
Anybody interested in the vice chair position?
I would like to know.
I'll second
Very quick on that.
Could you?
Wait till the next one comes.
that. Alright, so then we have left the secretary position.
Okay.
All right,
I did hear back from Nate by message, and he said that he would be willing to separate the position that we need. So if you guys want to have a conversation about that, potentially remaining that position.
change it later. Fill it now and change it later.
I'm about to cut out.